Hello everybody, Felicia here, and I am back with another scrapbooking process using one of Ali Edwards' quarterly scrapbooking kits. This quarterly scrapbooking kit is stars. It's all about the stars, yes. And if you are new here, what Ali Edwards does is she makes quarterly scrapbooking kits, and she chooses a shape, and the whole kit is pretty much based on that shape. And then she puts all of her elements in there as well with the papers and things like that. So I think you get 6x8 papers, 12x12, and some of those 4x4s down here, and then you get a bunch of ephemera and other things like that to decorate your page and tell your story. So here you see me going through the kit right now, trying to figure out which one of these papers is going to look good with the photo that I have chosen to scrap today. And I am going through the whole thing because I really actually never did look through it. This is the first time that I'm looking through it. So I see when she does the demonstration of the kit on her channel and on YouTube, but I did not look at mine physically, so you could see here that I am flipping through trying to figure out which one of these papers goes best. So what I have done is I've chosen a paper to actually work with here, and I was trying to figure out if I should choose a 12x12. So I don't think I did make up my mind really here, because I put them down. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trimming up this photo. And this photo, I had to laugh there because this photo is of my ex-coworkers, the two, and they are my friends as well. So we remained friends even after I stopped working, and it's been years since I stopped working for that company. It's been about 7 years, and I never did go back, but our friendship is pretty much carried over from that even after me not working there. So which I found really awesome. I find that so cool because those two drove all the way to where I live just to have dinner with me, and that really showed a true bond for a friendship that we established when I was working. We used to have so much fun though when we went on those company retreats. And now I have scrapped a photo of us three before, and it was years ago. As a matter of fact, I think it was 2 years prior to me leaving that job, and it's of us posing as the 1970s, 80s, early 80s Charlie's Angels. And we had a ball doing that. So as you can see there, I used a quilling technique for that. So back to the layout here. What I did was I decided to go ahead and choose one of the 4x6s, and I decided to cut it down. And I also decided to use another white piece of paper. And instead of me making the layout 12x12, I decided to make it 8.5x11, as you can see here. So I was trying to figure out if I should do an 8.5x11 or a 12x12. And so because I like this piece of paper right here and it goes really well with the photo, I decided to go ahead and use this, and it would not have worked well on a 12x12, so I decided to go ahead and knock it down to an 8.5x11. So I'm dividing the page up white at the top, and I'm leaving just a tiny bit of a border on each side here, as you can see, and I'm going to be cutting the excess paper off here on the layout. So there you go. That was fast. Anyway, so I decided to do that. And then the stitch star that was also in the kit, it's awesome. I mean, I didn't even know it had a pocket at first when I first looked at it, but then I'm going to be doing something later on with that pocket. So what I decided to do was trace like a shadow of the star here using this red paper, and so that it could bring out the red in the design of the pattern paper that you see at the bottom here of the layout. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I only needed the upper part of the star because the rest of it is going to be hidden anyway. And so that's what I did here, you can see. And this was pretty much last minute thinking right here. So that's what I'm doing. And you see that's how it's going to turn out. And then the photo is going to go right over it right there. So I'm super stoked about how this is going to turn out because this is the last minute detail of me doing this. But before I do that, I do have to add on a little bit of a tiny bit of a border strip there that you can see out of the black paper scraps that I have, and so that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm cutting off the excess. And so this layout is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do, but this is what I'm doing with this one right now. I just got finished erasing the pencil markings on there, and so now I'm going to be gluing this together and getting it all together to put onto the layout here. And I'm going to create like a shadow here, and you'll see like a double layer shadow, or I don't know what you would call that, but and you can see this is why I only needed the top part of the star. So, and I'm offsetting that so it looks like it's a bigger star, and it really isn't, and so you're really not going to see pretty much the rest of that once I put the photo on there. And there you go. So that's what I decided to do, and I thought that was pretty cool. I like the way that came out. So I got the photo down. So I'm opening up a little pack here of these little starbursts, and these starbursts here have words. Some of them have words, and some of them just have designs. And so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm looking for the ones with the words, and there are 3, and they're going to go down the bottom there. And the words say the detail, the story, and I love this. So that's what they say, and I'm putting them at the bottom. And then she also has a pack of puffy stars burst, I guess, right there. I think puffy. Yeah, those are puffy. And so I'm going to be using those as well to put onto the layout there. Alrighty, so I decided to go ahead and try to find a tag, and I looked at my my storage, my tag storage box, and trust me, I don't buy tags anymore. That's why you see this storage box here. I make my own tags because I have the We Are tag maker. And so that was me judging the width of the slit there in that star. And so I don't buy tags because this is what happens. They end up in my tag storage box. So I looked somewhere else and I found this heart. Now this heart is also from Allie Edwards, and I have a stash of her goodies there that I've gotten from these story kits that I'm subscribed to. And I decided to go ahead and ink the edges of that heart so that you could see it, and I inked it in red so it's not just blending into the background there with the star. And plus on top of it all there's blue stars on there, and I want to make sure that that heart stood out. And I'm also raising up those starbursts with some foam squares, and so that gives it some texture and some interest down at the bottom there, because that's the only thing that's going at the bottom of that layout right now. So now I decided to go ahead and start writing around the edge of this heart a little bit of the story. And I thought this was pretty cool because I don't usually write too much on the embellishments that I put on the layouts. Oh, sorry about that. That was my watch there. But yeah, so I decided to go ahead and write a little bit of a story there, and just pretty much just, you know, keep it simple for now. And now I'm making these lines where I'm going to be doing the rest of my journaling, and the lines look like the star is moving, and that's kind of like the look that I was going for. And I'm going to be journaling on this part of the layout once I finish writing, getting all these lines down. And I wanted to make sure they were straight, because I'm gonna tell you, if you've been watching my channel for a while, or if you're new here, I am the queen of Cricut. I get a lot of things Cricut. I use a lot of rulers and a lot of guides to make sure that I am not Cricut, because even my titles are Cricut. And I did not necessarily put a title on this one. I decided to not put a title on here because the title was going to take away. But what I decided to do is those 3 starbursts that you see at the bottom, those 3 starbursts are the title. Pretty much. I love this story and the details, because I really don't know what to call this. I mean, I've called other layouts that I've done in the past friends, or friends for life, or friends this. I just wanted to do something different this time, and so that's why I did not put a title on this particular layout. So I am pretty much done here, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know when I bust out those those sprinkles in the mist, that I'm pretty much near the end of getting my layout done. So, and I'm adding some black ones on there just to give it some character after adding the puffy stickers on there. And I'm being very careful, except for getting some on one of those puffy stickers. So, And I think I am pretty much done, except, oh, I guess it wasn't enough. I tell you, boy, the stuff we do. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to tune in for more scrapbooking stuff. I have some more videos coming soon here, and I'll be putting up some Allie Edwards story kit videos and some regular scrapbooking videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.